Oh, hey there. Just beef jerky?
Raw is a Belgian horror movie directed by Julia Ducornau and starring Garance, Marillier and Rumpf. I've been waiting for this movie for quite a long time, especially after everyone who saw it at screenings said that it was a really extreme movie, incredibly disturbing, very gory, very violent, and a lot of people fainted, apparently, during those screenings. And I think it's unwarranted. Maybe in the screening they had an uncensored version with more gore, but the version that we got, which is actually R-rated, not NC-17, it's actually a pretty fucking good movie, okay? And I was kind of expecting it, based mostly on the positive reviews that I read on Letterboxd. But god damn, it was a great-ass movie. And I just love horror movies, as I've already said in my Get Out review and other reviews. I love horror movies that actually have something to tell, not just that want to scare you. And this movie is borderline horror in my opinion. It is more of a coming-of-age drama family story with horror, gory elements. And the story is about a young girl who goes to a vet school where her sister is, and a school that also her parents attended, and she is vegetarian. She has never eaten meat in her life. Once there is a hazing ritual that forces the newer students to eat raw meat. For example, rabbit liver, which might actually be tasty. I don't know. Gonna have to try it someday. But still, she is forced to eat it, she eats it, she enjoys it, and then she starts eating more and more meat, until she starts developing a taste for, let's say, human flesh. And saying it like this is the premise of the movie. And it paints another picture that is not what we actually get, because in reality this is a family drama, a coming-of-age movie. The director and writer uses this cannibal perspective to just showcase how some people who have always been sexually mostly repressed or repressed in other ways, once they get a little bit of taste of freedom and of something that was always forbidden in their life, they can't have enough of it. And that is not a healthy thing. That truly is not. If this young girl probably started eating flesh and meat when she was younger, she probably wouldn't just go start eating people's body parts when she's around 20 years old, when she goes to college. But that is what happens, and that is the same thing that happens in a lot of lives, and that's what I really enjoyed about this movie. It works, even with the cannibal perspective, still works for a lot of people, and it works for me. While I've never had any of those problems in real life, I still kind of understand the perspective and where the main character is coming from. And this movie is a story about sexual awakening, and it's also a story of coming of age, of this young girl just becoming independent, getting away from her family and trying something that is not good for her, that truly is not good for her in this excessive amount. And the movie is acted perfectly. Garance Marillier, she was fantastic as the lead character, and the same goes for her sister played by Rumpf, but they were both fantastic, some of the best acting I've seen this year. And the entire movie is just shot beautifully. There are a lot of long takes, there are some very interesting uses of music as well, including an Italian song, which was just weird to listen to. I mean, a Belgian movie with an Italian song in it. That was weird, but it worked, and there are a lot of beautiful moments in this film, and I can see not a lot of people enjoying it. If you're going to watch this just for horror, you're not gonna get as much of it as you might expect, or at least not in the same way that you would expect from something like a Friday the 13th or an Italian cannibal movie from the 80s. This movie is more focused on telling a story. It's a wonderful story in my opinion. I love the themes and how they were handled. Technically it is masterful, it is a great directorial debut, and I don't want to say anything more about this movie because you just have to go and check it out for yourself. But so far it's one of my favorite movies of the year, easily in the top 10, and I hope more people watch it. I truly do. But still guys, if you watched Raw, did you like it or you dislike it? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks guys for watching, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.